Hey, what is going on, everybody? Hopefully you're having a great day today. Now, I want to talk to you about something that you might experience, you might have experienced, and give you a little bit of insight on really what it means and what it looks like. Okay, just to give you a backstory, how this even started literally a couple minutes ago. I was speaking with somebody I've been working with for a while, 2 months' time. Okay, and this person, I'm not going to say who it is, they have been on point. Like they've been crushing it. Their food looks great. They're doing workouts to the best of their ability. Some days they I think that's some really bad soreness, so they couldn't do much. But on the outside, everything looks awesome. And I believe that she's doing amazing. Yet here's the problem. She's down 0.4 pounds in 2 months. Now, if you've ever done that before, you're like, I'm doing everything right. At least maybe that's what it feels like. But the scale's not moving. Like, raise your hand. Be like, yeah, that was me. That's happened to me before, and that's painful. And I felt like that in certain parts of my process as well, where I was trying to lose weight. I was trying to do stuff, and I looked like I was doing everything right, but things just weren't moving like I thought they would. And then I came up with this concept, or I realized this concept called the weight loss cliff. Now, we're going to go over a little bit things. First, what is weight? Okay, weight, just to give a nice little example, weight simply is all of the stuff that your body's made of, including fat, one of these things, all of that, and gravity pushing against the ground. Okay, it's all that it is. So when we look at that, let's use these water bottles as containers. Okay, we've got current body here. This is your body. Water is your body fat. Okay, the stuff we want to get rid of. Here is an arbitrary smaller amount. Okay, in the last 2 months, this person's lost 12 inches between their chest and their hips. 12 inches. It's insanity. If you put the picture side by side, you're like, holy crap, how is that? That's wild. Literally. It's a huge gap. It's insane. And yet the weight's not moving. Here's what's happening. Okay. Although we're getting a smaller body. Oh, I don't suppose. Body fat is still just being exchanged because the container is getting smaller, right? So container's getting smaller, smaller, smaller. And body fat, although it's still moving, it's still losing, it's not losing a ton. And what happens is as this process goes, we get closer to what's called the weight loss cliff. And what happens in this weight loss cliff is our new vessel, this body that we have now, literally cannot have all of the stuff that is in it, the weight, the water, the body fat, all those things, the intercellular water, all that, because it literally cannot fit. There's stuff left over. And when there's stuff left over, where does it go? It's got to leave. You cannot do this. The only way that all of this can fit inside of this is if you are a freaking black hole, that you can magically change the density of things in your body alone. Because if we increased the amount of stuff, of water that you pack into a space, do you know what happens? It freezes. Or I'm sorry, yes, it freezes. It freezes. Because you get it smaller and smaller, it gets more condensed, it gets tighter together. What happens when water gets really, really tight? It gets cold. Not possible. Okay. And by the way, that's regardless of temperature, which is kind of cool to think about. If you just cram in enough, and do I know how to do that? No, I don't. But if you cram in enough of water in something small, like you put so much in here, it would literally freeze. So it couldn't be that. If it got so expansive, what happens? It turns to steam. Water's still water in you, turns out. So it literally cannot. It is physiologically and physically, like physics, literal physics, impossible for that to happen. So here's some caveats though, because some of you might be like, oh, that's what's happening to me and I'm doing nothing, blah, blah, blah. Here's the deal. I know it's working for this person because I'm working with her. And I look at her food and I look at her steps and I look at what she's doing. And I can see that she's like, she would never say this, but she's like, mother effer, dude, why is it not going? Like, Like she might say it like that, but not the other way. So like, I know she's doing the things I'm asking her to do. I know what I do works because it's rooted in science and stuff, right? Like and I've spent $500,000 in this industry. Like I'm not some guy who one day was like, you know what? I'm just going to put a backwards hat on, slap a bunch of tattoos on me and help people lose weight. No, I've done a ton of stuff here. A lot of things. And so when we combine those two things, I know with 100% certainty, this is what's happening. When will this eventually get full? Don't know. That I don't know. I don't. We're trying some things to see what we can do as far as outside of fitness and nutrition that could be slowing things down. But beyond that, I don't know. I know it will. It has to physically. But if it's you and you're like, I'm doing all the things, but on the weekends I kind of blow it, or I skip my workouts, or when I go to the gym I kind of don't really push hard, or I don't move around a ton, or I count. I think I'm hitting my target. I'm eating clean. Yo, you can eat 6 avocados a day. It's still bad, right? You've got to be doing all the things perfect. Now, how many people get involved in this weight loss cliff thing? A lot of people. It's unfortunate that it's right at the beginning for this person. Like, damn it. Like, dang it. It is what it is, though. Ain't nothing we can do about it. Kind of things work the way they work. That's something where it's like, I don't think anybody knows that stuff, okay? But I do know this, is that following the program that I have set up in place will absolutely get you weight loss. It does every single time. When you do the work, it works 100% of the time. Not like, oh, it's only meant for so-and-so. You do the work, you do the food, you track your food, do the workouts, do your steps. It works for everybody. Promise. So you do that, and then we're stuck here. Now we're stuck here. So if you're not sure of the steps of how to do the work, of how to do the things, go to the little link. It's in my thing over there. Click that bad boy. Fill out the little form. We'll go over it to see if how I do stuff fits what you want, and what you want fits what I do. Okay. For some people, it doesn't. I literally had a guy sitting in here the other day. I said, hey, you might be suited for the guy down the street. He's probably better for you, for what you want, not for what I do. And he's like, perfect. I'm like, I know, it's awesome. I just want to see you succeed, homies. And whether it's my way of doing stuff or somebody else's way because it fits your ethos better, I just want to see you. I just want to see you win. Everybody win. I want to see everybody win. So with that being said, that's all I got for you. Have a phenomenal freaking day. If you found this useful, please do something on the platform that you're on to please just make it to where other people can see it, because so many people struggle with this and it stinks to not know why. And I would love nothing more than just to make a little impact and show hey, this is how it works. This is why. If you're somebody like this, please help a brother out. Anyways, that's all I got for you. Talk to you guys soon.